that I'm at an all-time.
So I bet you guys have always wondered on how to solve a Rubik's Cube, right? Because sometimes it can be very complicated. If you ever just scramble it up and you don't know how to put it back together, well, you have come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, which is the beginner version. There are different cubes like 4x4s and all that, which I could show in different videos, but I haven't finished learning those ones yet. So all I know how to do right now is the 3x3. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you. Now, before I start teaching you, I'm going to scramble it and I'm going to be pointing in the different directions on where you should turn it. And then I'm going to start speaking. And the reason why is to show kind of how the whole method works, because you kind of have to do this thing all at the same time. So I'm going to get to scrambling, and then I'll show you the basics. And I'm not going to be speaking while I'm doing this, because I am going to be doing it a little bit quicker. And later, after I put this back together, then I'm going to actually start explaining, just if you guys don't understand. Alright, so I'm going to start pointing in the different directions and starting now. Now, guys, I understand. So now we have these edges, but in this case, you might not always end up here. Sometimes the corners might be messed up, but I'm gonna show you that in a bit when I re-scramble it. But now I just need to do this, and now it's solved. Okay, so before I get to scrambling again and actually explaining, instead of like showing you with pointing, just to see how I normally do it, because my way is a little bit complicated, but you guys might get the gist of it. So before we start, the opposite. So there's 6 different colors. There's white, orange, green, red, blue, and yellow. So the white and yellow are opposite from each other. The white and yellow middles, which means which is a big deal, which means that you can't just move them around. You can't separate them from their direction, no matter where you turn. So, and the white layer is also the main layer, so that's the main point. So, the blue and green are always opposite from each other. So, no matter where you move it, they're not going to separate. And the red and orange are similar, so you can't, are opposite from each other, rather. So you can't move them around. Alright, now we're going to start off by explaining how it works. So the middle piece is the main piece to actually start solving the layer. So, and you also cannot move it into any of these directions. It will always stay in the middle. No matter where I turn it, it will always stay in its direction. Now the edge piece has two different colors. It's not just one color like the middle. It has two different colors, which is important to know so you can line them up. So you can line them up with the other layers. So, for example, this one is white and blue. It can either move here, here, or here into one of these four spaces. Same thing with the corner, but the corner has three different colors. Like, example, this one has white, blue, and orange. And it can only come into one of these areas, no matter where you turn it. So without further ado, let's get to scrambling. Alright, I think that should be enough. Okay, so now let's get started. Alright, sorry about that. Now, the first thing you want to do when solving a 3x3 Rubik's Cube is you're going to want to solve the white cross. The white cross. Now, you might think it's easy, but there is a little bit of challenge to it because you're going to want to line up the same edge colors with the same middle colors. For example, this one has blue and white. So you're going to want to move it to the blue center and then eventually right here. So that way all the colors, like for example this one has green, you're going to move it here and then there. So all the edge pieces from white that have their color on it, you're going to want to line it up to that colored middle. So this, for example, this one has green, so we're going to move it to the green layer. So you basically want to move this down and then move it there, like this. So now we have the green layer and the blue layer, and right here is a red edge piece. We're going to move it to the red area, and then move it here. And I'm going to be getting rid of the corners until I finish the white cross. So now we have red, green, and blue. So you want to make sure they're connected as well. Now we have, last but not least, we have the orange. You're going to want to, and it also doesn't matter if you move these out of the way, because I am going to be showing you how you can reconnect them. For example, you want to move this right here, and then you move this back down, and then you move this here. So now we have the white cross, as well as all the colors connected. Now for the corners. Now they have two different colors, so you're going to want to move them to the area that have the same colors. So we have red and blue on this white corner. So you're going to want to move this up, move it to the left, and move it down. So now it's there, because we're also going to be solving the first layer as well. This one right here is a white corner with blue and orange. So you're going to want to move it to the space with blue and orange. So there you go. Here's another corner piece, another white corner piece. This one has red and green. And you basically just want to flip it to the green area, the red and green area. Next, we have orange and green, a white corner with orange and green. So you're just going to want to flip it to its area. See, now we have the first layer solved. Now for the second layer. And the second layer is a little bit more tricky because this is where our secret method is going to come in. And this method is called algorithms. Yes, algorithms. It sounds really nerdy, like a smart kind of word. And it is, because there's a little bit of math, sort of, not really. Because algorithms are kind of like a number line, an X and Y axis table. So if I say plus, you either move it right or up, depending on which area you move it to. And if I say negative, you either move it left or down. It's kind of like the X and Y axis. So if I say U, you move up. If this area, if I say U. And if I say L, you either move it the left side, either down or up. Up or down, sorry. And the same thing with the right. You just move it down or up. And we also have the face, which you want to move it like this. Alright, so I'm going to get started. So right here we have an edge piece that has green. You're going to want to move it to the right. We are supposed to move it right there. So you're going to follow this algorithm. U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, U plus, F minus, U minus, F plus. So now it's there. Here's another edge piece. This one has orange and green. And you're going to want to move it left. Now, there are different algorithms from moving edge pieces to either right or left. So, this is the different algorithm. U plus, L plus, U minus, L minus, U minus, F plus, U plus, F minus. So, now it's there. Here's another edge piece. This one has orange and blue. And you're going to want to move it to the same area. U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, U plus, F minus, U minus, F plus. So now it's there. Now this one is tricky. You basically just want to do an algorithm like U plus, L plus, U minus, L minus, U minus, F plus, U plus, F minus. And now, see, now it's back, and you want to follow the same algorithm, but for the left. U plus, L plus, U minus, L minus, U minus, F plus, U plus, F minus. And there we go. So now we have the second layer solved. Now we're gonna solve the yellow layer, and then we're gonna put the cube back together. So if you're not gonna always have this letter L. So if you have the yellow letter L, that's good. But if not, you're just gonna follow the same algorithm. We're gonna basically keep repeating the same algorithm over and over again. F plus, U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, F minus. And now we have a plus sign. You basically want to keep repeating the same algorithm. So F plus, U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, F minus. So just keep, and whenever there's a corner lined up with an edge piece and a corner piece to make a line, that's a good thing. So F plus, U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, F minus. So, now we're gonna follow it differently. Just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep repeating the same algorithm. So, F plus, U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, F minus. And see, once again, there's this line. That's a good thing. So, F plus, U plus, U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, F minus. So, and then once again, just keep following. If you have this letter I right here, that's also a good thing. So, I'm going to keep the algorithm on the screen. And look, okay, now we've arrived to the area. So, if you have this block solved, as well as this corner sticking out with a line and a middle piece, that means if you follow the same algorithm, but putting this right here, then we're going to solve the yellow layer. So, F plus, U minus, R plus, U plus, R minus, F minus. See, now we're at the corner problem, but that's okay. So, you're basically, first off, so you just go to any area. So let's say right here's orange, and right here are the two other oranges. So you're gonna want to solve this algorithm: R minus, F plus, R minus, B2, which if it's B2, it means you can flip it either left or right. It really doesn't matter. R plus, F minus, R minus, B2, R2. So now we've arrived to this area, but the only problem is that these edge pieces are different, but it really doesn't matter. You're just going to want to solve this algorithm. F2, U plus, or L minus, depending on where you're turning. U plus, L minus, R minus, F2, L plus, R plus, U plus, F2. So we're basically gonna follow the same algorithm. So if this has its opposite and there's another one right left to it, you're basically just gonna put it there with the same algorithm. But if it's in a different, if you're gonna put left, you're gonna turn it the other way. So basically, you're gonna go this way instead, and not this way. But in this case, you're supposed to turn it this way, but I'm still gonna turn it this way anyway. So F2, U minus, L minus, R minus, F2, L plus, R plus, U minus, F2. And you basically can do it again. I'm gonna put it over here. So if you're gonna turn right, you solve this algorithm. If you're turning left, you solve this algorithm, okay? In this case, we have to turn left. So F2, U minus, L minus, R minus, F2, L plus, R plus, U minus, sorry, F2. So there you go. Now the cube is fully solved. Sorry, I dropped it. So this is my tutorial on how to fully solve a Rubik's Cube. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if this tutorial was helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, see you guys.